All right, are you ready?
I think I am.
Are you ready?
I think
Okay.
it's his
Oh my
final.
god. Okay. But first thing, what color in the background do you want? Because I was thinking. Now, don't think about it.
Okay, I'm picturing what you're thinking.
Piss. No. For etc. No.
Absolutely no. Anything else?
Okay, we'll just go back to what we were on.
Looks like that looks like actual. That doesn't look like piss. That looks like shit.
It looks bad. All right. How about? Oh no, hang on. Ooh. I've always wanted to do this. Let's green screen. Okay, no, let's.
Sorry, I don't want to be a meme to anyone else.
Okay, I don't know. I'll go back where we were. Where were we? Well, this is a good start to the podcast.
Wow.
Oh no!
Well,
I liked what it was before. What was it?
Ooh.
Hey!
Hi, welcome.
Hi,
to
welcome to Tuck Me Dead.
And you just got here, and we looked like this the whole time.
Yes, and tonight we have in studio
live studio audience. That's right. We got our top biggest fan listeners.
But babe, there's only 4 of them.
That is
that
correct.
all we have? Oh shit.
We can blame it on COVID restrictions.
Oh yeah, sorry. Because of COVID, we can only have 4 of our fans.
Yeah, it's
here.
an exclusive event.
Yeah, social distancing.
Yes.
It was definitely not that we asked about 10 people and only 4 people
came.
Yay!
Woo!
Okay, let's get on with the show, shall we?
For the final time this season. The final
yes,
tour.
it is the finale of Drag Race Down Under. I'm Sean. This is Seán.
Hello.
This is the Tamisha Iman network. We're just preempting, just in case this ends up on the Tamisha Iman network.
Exactly, yep. And if you want to hear more content, please go to the Tamisha Iman network.
We don't know the website address.
Or anything else beyond that point.
Yeah. So, but we'll let you know. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers for the finale.
We did it. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. How is everyone feeling in the crowd? I want to get a hyped up. That sounds like more than 4 people. We should have lied.
4 people.
Okay.
I mean, 20 people are here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 20 people
my
are
God.
here. Wow, that's so many people. Okay. So the
finale, we did
Race.
it. We are here. We are tipsy, and we're pretty much all queer.
Wait. Yeah. We've got a couple of straighties here. But
hey, it's a spectrum.
We're
fine.
They're straight girls, so it kind of counts. That's like the main audience of RuPaul's Drag Race. So it kind of works.
Absolutely.
So this episode is top 4, and they have to do the typical, the thing. They do the music video.
Classic sing a song.
Sing a song.
And then talk.
And then lots of talking, and then they just pad it out with like emotion.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
This is probably my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah, right.
Hello, anyone else?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to keep her because she's a woo girl.
Yes.
Not a roo girl, a woo girl.
A woo girl.
But no, it was almost like it took 8 episodes for the production team to work out how to film this thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And can I just say, confirmed, RuPaul was there.
Yes, unless it was a split screen.
Oh.
Yeah, the classic. In the old age of YouTube, I mean, people probably still do it now, but all I can remember is, oh God, this is such an odd reference. Charlie is so cool, like.
Oh, that's so weird because I know that's the only YouTube reference I have.
Fantastic. That's the only thing I can think of at this moment right now where he did like a song of like multiple people of himself in the room. And I'm like, if he could do it in his bedroom fucking 15 years ago on YouTube, RuPaul could do it this day in Drag Race Down Under.
That's okay, great. So it starts with them in the workroom, and they do a little flashback moment, which I thought was really cute and funny.
Yeah.
And genuinely was excited for just an episode where they just sit there and they go.
They just look through the whole season. Yeah. It's not even what do they usually have where like all the queens get back together and they talk about the season?
The reunion.
The reunion. It's them looking back at little moments, just reacting like. Shock, gasp.
But like everything in this whole series, it was just like a very pre-recorded like kind of situation. It wasn't like they were seeing that thing. It was like, we're going to pretend. Just like when Olivia Newton-John came on the screen, they were like, we're going to pretend we're talking to her.
Yeah, you know what? The whole thing kind of, the glass shattered for me as soon as like her daughter was like, I've got one thing to say, and that whole little thing between them.
Yeah.
I was like, that was pre-recorded.
Oh.
They don't care what's happening.
It
right
shattered
now.
me for earlier than that when she was like, we've been watching Drag Race Down Under, and I'm like, babe, you don't understand. Like,
oh, true.
they're still filming
oh my God,
it.
True. I didn't pick up on that.
Like, what?
I was just so excited.
Like, no one in the world has that illusion that, like,
she's
they've
watching
been filming
all
it
the
per
like
week, and
she's
like we're watching it live.
The edits, the like first edits.
No one's sending her rough cuts.
Actually, she's actually producing the show.
I wouldn't be surprised. Although Olivia, it was very cute. It was very
Oh my
cute.
God,
She was
bless her
reacting.
heart.
It was nice.
And of course, we had.
Is that her daughter? Sorry. Is
Yeah,
that,
it is,
that a
it
thing we
is.
confirmed?
It is.
So who is she and why is she significant?
She's Olivia Newton-John's daughter.
Is that it?
I mean, what are we? We're not Olivia Newton-John's daughter.
Chop liver.
But also she's also a singer, so
Oh.
I think she's probably got some music out there that's relevant that we just haven't heard.
Doesn't sound that relevant.
Well, maybe we should make it relevant.
To be fair, Olivia hasn't been relevant in years. Oh, sorry, I'm just realising the audience for this
And we're
podcast.
replacing Sean
Olivia Newton-John is great. We love her. I didn't know she was a dame either. So
I know that was
get it, Queen.
a surprise to me, and that was very exciting. I
When
think
did she get that?
2 queens got crowned tonight. It doesn't mean anything, but
No, that's
to
really
me
dumb.
it does.
And also Jaffles.
Jaffle or Jaffers.
Jaffle.
Jaffers.
Jaffers. What are Jaffles?
Jaffers are this toasted sandwich.
Let's start again.
Jaffers.
Wait, everyone be quiet. Jaffers.
Jaffers.
Oh, no one's that excited about
These
Jaffers.
two that were like, it's Jaffers. Are like, yeah, we reacted before.
Yeah, Jaffers. To be fair, my phone auto-corrected. That's why my notes say Jaffles.
We're too drunk to remember anything that actually happened.
Yeah, I just wrote it down so I can
Jaffers, to
remember.
those who don't know, are an orangey chocolatey treat.
Are they orange chocolate?
Yeah, they're orange. Yeah.
Fuck off. That is why I like them so much.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
What was that? What's that in the corner over there?
They're not red. People think they're red.
No, they're orange. Yeah.
I thought they were red. They look red. Okay, there's a lot of discourse about the colour of Jaffas in this room.
Write an essay about it.
Well, Darrell Lee has an amazing brand of Jaffa balls.
Jaffa balls.
So, yeah, that's what exactly
Oh,
what
they
I reckon
call
that they had.
I'm learning a lot right now.
Yeah.
They're definitely red, aren't they?
But they also have this amazing,
Or they're like a burnt orange.
minty one as well that they have. Oh, I could go
Wow.
all day and all night about Darrell Lee balls.
Daryl's.
Darrell's balls. Give me them every day, every night.
Wow. Well, Daryl, if you're listening,
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and
give me a
dessert.
call. Well, anyway, if you want to have an opinion on the colour of Jaffas in the comments, let us know. We're
Yeah.
on. What are we on? I can't. You'd think by episode 8 I would know.
By the promo.
What do you mean? What are we on? Well, no, what we are personally on, something else. But what is the podcast on?
We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram.
So comment, like, subscribe. We won't be able to read out your comments because this is the last episode.
I know. We'll read
So
them
say
and then never
anything.
repeat them.
Yeah, we won't. It doesn't
You
matter.
can slander us,
yeah,
do it.
Slander.
It's Jaffles.
Fucking go for it. It's just Jaffas. Yeah. So sorry.
Where are we?
So we're back. So it pretty much just went straight into it. They did the song. They did my favorite song. You're a Winnebago.
You're a Winnebago.
You're a Winnebago. That's all I hear.
It is
You're a Winnebago.
camp
Is
song
that
of
an
the season.
Australian thing, or is it Winnebagos overseas?
think-
No, it's very American.
it's
The
very
Americans
American.
the Americans know Winnebagos.
Yes.
Well, good. They're gonna love this. Winnebagos. And
Coming soon to
Taco
your
Bell. Relatable.
Oh my god, we're getting that American audience. They're sucked
reeling
in.
them
They're
in.
sucked in right now.
So yeah, they did the music video to You're a Winnebago. Well, they had to prepare their
Yeah, they had to start writing their
lyrics.
songs. And we had Kidamine who was like, I'm going to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And to a lot of queens, the last person who sung on the show got fucking ripped to shreds. Coco Jumbo.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
But once again, still better than Roxy Andrews.
Oh,
So
well, nothing will beat that in the race for the worst.
I mean, if you did worse than Roxy Andrews, I would assume it would be iconic and it would actually do
That's
you better.
true.
But it was just still in that level of bland. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see the worry. Also, at the beginning of the episode, all the queens like talking about like who's gonna win. It's like that very general
Exactly.
like season finale conversation. What's going on?
It was very deep. I feel like we finally got a lot of those deep conversations between queens
Yeah.
that we never got the whole season.
There was a
nice
lot
to
that
have.
happened in this season, like in this episode, that feels like it should have happened earlier in the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot of emotion, a lot of breakthroughs. The fact that RuPaul we're getting ahead, but the fact that RuPaul was like to Art, like, you're working yourself to death. Like, you know, like, where was this like earlier? Like, she can't grow from this now.
RuPaul finally was like, oh, I can look up on these queens because there's only 4 of them.
It's like
was
8
like,
episodes.
What do they do?
8 episodes where they could have grown, and like RuPaul's just like, I'm just gonna let you know what you need to change now. Oh shit, the episode's over.
There's no time
Sorry,
left.
the season's over.
Well, you lost.
Bye.
Oops.
But yes, they do the conversations with RuPaul.
Yes.
It was so Scarlett first, which I thought was a very beige conversation.
Yeah.
As in, it didn't go anywhere I thought it was going to go.
Comparing to the other queens, absolutely.
Yeah, it was like very like, yeah, fine, like normal level, like very normal, whatever. But it didn't go anywhere. And also, I thought they would bring up the blackface thing again.
They
should have done a re-redemption.
Yeah, they really just wanted to not talk about it ever again.
It was so weird,
Yeah.
and that makes the episode where they brought it up even weirder now. That the fact
it
that there was
felt
that one
very,
moment.
like, this is the time we talk about it, and then we're not going to talk about it ever again.
But to be fair, like, we've been like talking about this a lot, right? And I feel like everyone's just over it, and I feel like we're repeating it. And I'm like, no, but I want to keep repeating it to remind everyone that that is a terrible thing and it shouldn't happen again. And obviously, as we saw, Scarlett was not actually apologetic about it. So that's why I feel like the need to keep repeating it. Is that fine? Is that okay? Everyone seems really like, I don't know, online everyone's like, oh, it's fine now, let's ignore it. Scarlett's in the top. And I'm like, no, let's remember this.
I mean, yeah, it was brushed over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brushed
Thank you,
over.
audience member
Thank
number
you,
3.
That is your name.
We love you.
We love you and we know everything about you. We're very close.
Yes.
Audience member number 3.
Ooh. Much to discover this episode.
So I thought that conversation was very boring.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think we're all sitting there waiting for something to be brought up with that.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't.
It wasn't.
We were kind of like, oh, yeah, it's fine.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. We had Karen up next.
Yes.
All over. Once again, it was. This
so
is
hard.
wow. That is
Hate me the bit.
okay. This fandom is toxic.
Not us like talking about queens this whole season.
Last week we were very. But you know what? We were just depressed. That was just clinical
We were.
depression.
Wow.
So fuck
2
you.
beers in and
fuck
we're like,
you for
I hate
not
everything.
caring. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so Karen I think the issue was she came on and then RuPaul's being all like, and I get it. In the final episode, you don't want to be like critiquing people, being like, this is why you sucked.
Yeah.
Generally, the final critiques on like the last episode is everything's kind of
It's
glossed
like, wow,
over.
look at you, you made it. That's
Exactly.
so exciting.
Yeah, so it's always a bit more nice than mean.
Why would-
but like,
yeah.
it was very like, oh, you've grown. We've seen you like in the last episode when you like got Karen to wear fetish gear and it wasn't sexy, even though you thought it was sexy. We thought that was good, and you're like, no.
We all.
like, it
I don't
wasn't
think
good.
anyone else saw that.
No one saw that
I think
except Ru.
It was like they finally saw a different silhouette from her. It was like, whoa,
Well,
something different.
that was groundbreaking.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was
Also,
it.
I cannot forgive you for the one balloon animal. I'm sorry, I cannot do it.
That was a bit yikes.
No.
Yeah, so I felt like it was a bit like wishy-washy in a sense of like, oh, we're so happy to see you grow. It's like, no, you haven't seen her grow. What are you talking about?
I know. Though this
Crazy.
episode did do a lot of trying to find the queen's traumas and like bringing the humanizing these queens a bit more for the first time in the whole season.
All I heard was this episode was all about finding what traumatizes the queens and
Exactly.
telling them about it so they
like
cry.
in every American season, that's every episode. It's like,
Yeah, because
the producers
Americans
be
like
"What's
to
your
cry a
trauma?
lot."
What's your trauma? Tell us.
I just feel like Australia and New Zealanders are much more closed off. They're much more like, oh, I'm not going to actually tell you
They're like, I don't
everything.
need to tell you to be interesting.
No.
Yet for some reason, like, it works for them as well.
My whole experience is just in Australia, if you get the emotions out of someone, it means, oh, you're close. In America, it sounds like you could just walk the street in New York and some random man will come up and be like, I'm adopted and I'm so upset. And you're like, fucking, I don't want to know about your life.
That's a
Is that how it
crazy good
works?
impression of Michelle Visage. I'm kidding.
Thank you.
I'm kidding. That was also like a bit of a
I wrote that down though. I was like, all I wrote was, Michelle is adopted.
Yeah, literally, we're all like, I know her so much more personally now.
Like, wow, Michelle, you really, like the only person who opened up in this episode was pretty much Michelle.
Yeah, pretty much.
So kudos to Michelle.
Yeah.
Up next, sorry, I was like not even paying attention to this. But oh my god, okay. So if you are an avid listener of this program, whatever this is we do, in our previous season we used to have a segment called Cry of the Week.
Yes.
And this week's Cry of the Week
Kidding me?
is Kidding Me.
Okay. I was just guessing.
It's Art Simone.
Oh, Art Simone.
Oh, true. Kidding Me. Oh, you're right. We've got a tie.
Play it again.
Art and Kidding Me. Look. Okay, well that's good. That's content. We can argue about this. So I thought it was Art because Art like got really upset about just realizing that she works too much.
She worked too much.
And then she was
but
like,
she never
am
cried.
I only having this realization? No, she was like pretty like, no, she had to break down in the workroom.
Yeah, but did she actually cry?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I didn't see no tears on her face.
So Kidamine gets it because
I said so.
because Kidamine has trauma.
Yeah. Kidamine. Oh, I just love her so much. I'm going to be crier for the week.
Yeah. I mean, the best of a bad bunch.
Kind of.
Is that
but
bad
you
to
know
say?
what? But she's also she's pulled out of all our heartstrings.
What was her trauma?
Her
family.
parents broke up when she was young.
Right.
And so I think it was like her sister and someone else lived with her mum. And then her kidda and their brother lived with their dad.
Right.
But because like there was such a split between like basically genders, it felt like.
Oh.
I think like their dad didn't really
Didn't connect.
didn't get with the queer side of
Yeah,
Kidamine.
right.
And so it was very much just like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Which
rough.
that sucks. And so that's where her whole of I want to be loved so much came from.
Was such a good hero story though.
Yeah.
She has some good looks occasionally. She gets there. She's in the top 4. She has a really good story where it tucks at the heartstrings.
It does.
You know. So okay, maybe what's happening over there? The audience is.
Does it tug at the heartstrings or tug at the heartstrings?
Did I say tuck?
Tuck me dead at the
Sorry,
heartstrings.
it's tuck me dead at the heartstrings. Oh my god, I've been doing this podcast far too long.
We love it.
Oh, good. Someone likes it in the audience. That's good. We got
one like.
We got one like.
One quarter of the audience.
Again, thank you, audience number 3.
Anyway, so then we then saw them dancing. They had to learn. So they did their lyrics, but we only got like them writing them.
Yeah, we didn't get much, which is fine.
And that was the thing. That was the power. That was that moment where like Karen was like, so I'm not gonna like write about myself. I'm gonna write about all the other queens. And everyone went, that's a fucking stupid idea.
That's a mistake.
Anyway, we're not gonna spoil it, but that goes wrong. Coming up in the next half of Tuck Me Dead.
If you didn't
watch
know.
a fire just burn something.
Be
anyway,
created.
so yeah, they did the dancing and we met Lance.
Yeah, Lance. What do we think, audience?
What do we think of Lance?
Yes.
Wow.
What
That's
about
that's
those
a positive.
tracky dackies?
You could see a lot in those tracky dacky.
That neck tattoo.
Pearls for me.
It was
the
the green
pearls.
hair for me. It makes me feel like I'm sleeping with SpongeBob. I don't know what that
What
means.
is
No,
SpongeBob?
you know Mighty Boosh. Oh, Greg. It makes me feel like I'm sleeping with old Greg. Does anyone get that reference? I don't know. Look it up. And he was hot. And then there was also Elvis. We don't want to discount Elvis. Elvis was beautiful.
Elvis was so much fun.
Thanks.
We loved Elvis.
Elvis was a queen.
I want more of Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then basically all we learned was that all of the queens are
Can't
too
dance.
white to dance.
They
That was it.
cannot
That was
dance.
the whole storyline.
Except for Scarlett, who has a background of burlesque.
Oh, true. Yeah, she did all right.
So
But even
can
then,
dance.
what she...
Not all
I mean...
queens. Drag Race isn't about just doing the split.
Well,
Drag
exactly.
Race isn't about doing the splits.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, that's the thing. And then once we saw the final performance, I mean, we're jumping ahead, but once we saw the final performance, where was any of the dance routine they learned? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, no.
Did you see it? It was just a lot of this. They may as well just come onto the screen as the
A lot of-
Wiggles.
there was a lot of
And
hands.
just swayed side to
Cold
side.
spaghetti, cold spaghetti.
Yeah, a bit of cold spaghetti, a bit of hot potato. That's all they needed.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that was what they were doing, right?
Pretty much.
Like, we've seen better. But anyway, we're reading.
We're
reading
going.
Whatever.
It's from New Zealand.
Something's going on over there. I don't know. This is chaotic. Yeah, so, and then Art was all like, oh, I'm touching my nonnie.
Oh,
Which
yes.
is a bit
yeah.
of a moment. She wasn't really, though. Like, just
Yeah.
dance, babe. I mean, I can't dance, so I can't really speak. But, like, that was a weird
You know what? If any, Artsmone really brought in every Australian reference she really could to this season.
She tried.
She really did.
Yeah.
Just say like nonnie.
Exactly.
Show us your nun. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You got to put those little tidbits in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need to go to a break in just a second, but before that, we have
exclusive content that has never been seen anywhere else on the internet before, besides this moment right here, right now.
Okay, well, that's talking it up too much.
But it's not incorrect.
Look,
it's not what I'm not.
All we have is a Tamisha Iman update.
Tamisha Iman update.
Iman is coming for you.
Okay.
She is coming for us. In a different way.
Oh, well, you're going to find out very shortly what has happened. But first, we must play you a little clip of just to rehash the journey we've had with Tamisha Iman.
Yeah.
You know how we bitched about Tamisha Iman?
No.
So she said something.
Hey, Sean and Sean, how y'all doing? Listen, I know you wanted me to look at your Instagram and read you guys to fifth. Unfortunately, after looking at your Instagram, I am thoroughly entertained. So I have a slight proposition for you. I think, you guys, with the right exposure, I think this is a great platform that you're working with. I would love to welcome you guys to be part of the Tamisha Iman Network. So you can
I don't know how to feel about that. Still don't.
Welcome to Tamisha Iman's Tuck Me Dead.
Yes, on the TamishaImanNetwork.com.au/she said what she said.
So the update is we are currently in talks with Tamisha Iman.
Trying to set up a meeting. We know that she's busy this weekend. Every time we talk about it, I'm pretty sure I disassociate.
Tamisha Iman.
Oh yeah.
We got an update. What happened, Sean?
There's been a bit of back and forth.
She's a busy woman though.
Busy. Gotta make that coin.
Yeah, we worked out a time which was midday for us on Saturday. And then we waited half an hour and she never showed up.
We literally got stood up.
We got ghosted by Tamisha Iman.
Yeah.
Eventually she replied with nothing except for, I think I missed it, sorry. We need a little update on Tamisha Iman.
Yes, get this.
I don't even...
Because we were literally supposed to meet with her an hour ago for the second time.
And I don't know. So she didn't turn up again. Yeah. That's the update. That's the
current update of
bring you all up to date.
This is the journey we've been on.
And the new update is
hi, we spoke to Tamisha Iman
yesterday. We did. We finally got in touch. We had a Zoom call. We will post some screenshots.
Yeah, we will. We'll post the receipts.
It's basically just us like
we're having a really fun time. Ooh. But also what's going on?
Oh, honestly, we're still very shook.
Hearing that back, I forgot how much I was saying that I disassociated as soon as we talked about her. Me being on this Zoom call.
Do you remember any of that conversation?
I remember half of it, but I also remember just staring at her during the Zoom call, being like, "This is just a video recording. This can't be real."
So I had a link for a Zoom meeting. It was a nice safe space to be because Sean and I were like, let's go into the Zoom meeting earlier. We can talk to each other, comfort each other. Guess what? Tamisha sends her own fucking link.
Own link.
And I'm suddenly like, oh, okay.
New territory. We don't know what we're going into.
It's like 10 minutes to the meeting and Sean's like, oh, I'm going to go in now. I'm like, no. She sent her own link now and I'm only going in at 12 now.
Yeah.
I had 2 whole minutes with Tamisha and being like, oh yeah, we're just going to wait for Sean.
So sorry.
No, it was actually really cute. We had a great time. I think it was because we did this at work, as in you were home, but I was at work. I think my brain just switched into work mode. So I was just like, oh, it's a work meeting. This is a work meeting. Otherwise I would have freaked out much more. And I was just like, it's just a work meeting. I can be professional. Totally. It was actually the best scenario for me because I just fucking smashed. She loved me.
She did. You guys were having your own little moments. I was literally being like, this isn't real. Nothing's happening. This is not real. And you're like, ooh, and Tamisha's like, ooh,
yeah, she liked me.
That's literally a moment that happened.
So Tamisha Iman and I are announcing our engagement shortly. But,
engagement to the network.
To the network.
Yeah, of course. I pulled you back in there.
So we're talking about creating content for the net. So don't worry, you won't lose the podcast. Except for the fact that we might stop the podcast. But you won't lose the podcast because the podcast will always be free to listen.
Yes.
You won't lose us. We're not going to be put in a prison.
Locked away by paywalls.
Which...
You might be.
You might, but we have this opportunity to create content for Tamisha. She doesn't care what it is.
Yeah.
She apparently just likes us. She doesn't care about Tuck Me Dead. She just likes us.
She likes us. I know. Neither do I. But neither do I.
It sounds so. She's a big dreamer. So she's picturing this platform where she creates she's brought in all these other content producers. So for example, I don't know if I'm supposed to.
I don't know if we should.
Nah, we won't talk about it.
We won't talk about
it's a bit top secret.
Exactly everything.
There is content that she's got creators on board from across the world. We will tell you secrets later, babe. We'll tell you secrets later, but we can't tell the podcast. It feels wrong. But she has brought content creators together.
Yep.
From across the world to do this stuff. The weirdest part was that her biggest dream with this whole thing is to do a 24/7 live news broadcast where the news is brought from different places in the world and everyone has their shift, and she would like us to be the news anchors of the Australian shift of news.
Which to me, I was like,
I'm not a journalist.
I did 1 year of journalism at university.
True, I did too.
And I work with journalists, and I feel like they would be pissed off if they were like, "What do you mean you're a news anchor?"
I'm not qualified to tell the news. So my thing was, I was like, so like queer news, like we do puff pieces, being like, oh this, and she was like, no, the actual news. And I was like, babe,
I can't do that.
A little bit out of everyone's depth here, I think.
I'm not blunt enough for that.
So anyway, we don't know what's going to happen. We're going to meet with her again soon. We're brainstorming ideas.
Yeah, we got to think of some creative ideas.
But we could be news anchors for the Tamisha Iman
let's just do a little bit of like a.
Hello, welcome to Tamisha Iman News.
I'm Seán Henshaw.
And I'm Seán, and today in Australia there is
news.
We did that pretty well. We should send that to Tamisha just so she's confident that we can do it. Also, she was very excited that we could edit.
Yes, she was so like, I've been looking for editors for this whole time, and like I've been struggling to get editors who just want to do a good job. Yes. And we're just like, we're both like video producers and editors.
She had
and
no
she's
idea.
Like, fucking what?
Her
She's like, who produces all your stuff? We're like, we do, and we just kind of like upload it and edit it and do whatever. And she's like, guys, you guys are so good. Not to cheat her on her.
But she was very impressed. So anyway, so regardless, everyone, don't worry for us. We will at least have some post-production work with Tamisha Iman.
Maybe.
At the very least.
Or one more meeting.
Anyway, so Tamisha Iman Network will be live on many different channels. I don't even know what they are.
We have no idea what it is.
We just still don't understand.
But
we'll keep you up to date. And who knows,
maybe look it up yourself. Go have a Google.
You should Google because
you
should do that anyway.
We're being sponsored.
I told Tamisha, I was like, send us an ad so we can put an ad in, and she didn't go for it. So to be fair, she's very bad at replying to emails.
Yeah, get her to send us another Zoom link, and then we'll be fine.
And then we'll do it again. Yeah. Anyway, so that's our update.
Yeah, that's our update. Now let's take a quick break.
Yeah, so let's take a break, and we will be right back to
the rest of the
I was going to say toot and boot the looks, but that's not our thing.
That's not our thing. Are we getting cease and desist for that?
Fuck it. But we will be right back after this short break. Get a drink. And we're back.
We are back.
That is literally the first time we've actually taken a break.
Yeah,
Can we just note, because obviously it's bullshit, right? We just sit and we talk. Like, why are we actively taking a half an hour break?
We do it for you.
What do you think we're doing? It exists for ad space that no one's ever bothered to buy. So if you would like to buy ad space, let us know, because
please buy us.
Please give us money.
Please buy our spaces.
No, we actually took a break. Now I'm more drunk. So
I went to the toilet.
Oh, good. How was your piss?
It was pissy good. I'm pissed.
Well, lots of piss going on. So I realized we haven't talked about literally anything yet, pretty much. So
we've talked about.
We got to talk about their actual performance and the actual thing that they did.
3, 2, 1. What's your opinion?
Bad. Okay.
No, let's talk about their lyrics.
So, let's talk about their lyrics.
Let's go down the line.
Yeah, sure.
Ketamine.
Okay, so she decided to opt with singing, which, as you said, bit of a worry. Everyone's like,
choice at the start.
This is a bad idea. Why
She
would
was
you
very
do
confident
that?
in her
sing.
choice, wasn't
You
she?
shouldn't sing.
Oh, yep, you're still
She
going.
was very good.
She was so good. I thought she was like a part of the song for a hot second. I was like,
Someone-
so when's her verse coming on? Because this is really good.
Someone, was it you? Someone said, who we were watching with, the audience here.
The audience?
Someone was like, is that just RuPaul?
Oh, I said that.
That was you.
I said that.
You should have just said that for the podcast.
I thought you did say that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I
like,
said that.
It was, you're right. Like, the singing was so good. I was like, this is just part of the song. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Crazy.
She's very, very,
Very good, very talented.
I
The words were very
stand by
clever.
her confidence now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Can't
pitch
fault her.
perfect. Without Rebel
Lyrically
Wilson in it.
perfect.
Like, even
I
better.
think there was an emotional story there. I
yes.
felt something.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
thought I would fucking want to cry to I'm a winner, baby, besides
No.
any crowning.
No, you're right. That's weird.
Yeah.
But we got to move on to Karen from finance.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So we discussed earlier
Do we?
that her choice of being, I want to talk about every
Yes.
other queen
Yes.
and like not talk about myself and just be like,
Went
love, enjoy
terribly.
everyone. Sorry, if you are that character from Mean Girls that actually doesn't go to that school, don't come. Don't come. Stay at home.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Okay, I agree.
You go.
Yeah, you're right. Like, it was like very like, babe, like she went into that being like, I'm not going to talk about myself because I'm not going to win. I'm like, babe, that like
This is your
if you
chance.
talk about yourself, you could win.
Yes. Yes.
It was insane to me. Are you
I wish-
insane?
It was another one of those moments where she's done this already now twice. I was getting flashbacks to the Chappelle Corby runway.
Yeah.
Where she's like, I'm just going to do something left field for no reason.
And you're like, no, do the challenge.
Absolutely no reason.
What?
Do
So
it.
weird.
Do what everyone expects you to do.
Although I will say that in a previous episode, I did say, I was like, I bitched about how I hate when the queens, like in their lyrics, they talk about like, I'm top 4 of season, and you're like, and I expressed a concern, being like, I hate when you have to listen to those songs later and you go, this is annoying, it's so season specific.
Right.
But there's definitely a line between that and then not talking about yourself at all in the song.
At
Like,
least if you make it iconic.
you could have done something like Ketamines didn't reference a season so specifically that I was like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
I don't remember her talking about the season, but I just remember
But it
like,
was
she's gone through a
beautiful-
lot,
yeah.
like being here.
And
Like,
that
that's
fucking
fine.
I'm sorry, that sucked.
No,
I'm
sorry, we're talking about
I'm sorry,
Ketamine
Karen.
again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because amazing. But Karen,
Yeah.
it's not that she isn't talented. It's just for some reason I think the whole thing threw her off.
She
You know what I mean?
flatlined a bit.
She flatlined, and like she just the fact she went into that challenge going, I'm not going to talk about myself is like,
girl, this is
babe,
the one chance you have. This is literally
whole point of the whole show.
besides the point of her, like RuPaul being like, why should you get the crown? This is your other time to be like, I need this.
I'm surprised
I
in
want
that
this.
moment she didn't go, oh, I don't deserve the crown. Don't worry about me. Just
I
someone
think
else."
all the others should get the crown.
Like that would be more in line with the brand of Karen we've met in this fucking season.
But we
which
all know
is-
Karen from finance would be like, I'm a numbers bitch. Here are the facts.
Well, she couldn't do that because she had
That would
no
have been
wins.
amazing. What did you say?
Yeah,
She had
one win.
Yeah, but she could have literally been like, here are the facts, and made them all like mathematical and like really fun.
Well, you're more clever than Karen from finance, so yikes. Up next is Keita.
We already talked about Keita.
No, wait.
Artsman.
Why did I got this in the wrong? I got this in the wrong.
Keita
order.
again!
Keita again.
Yes!
Up next is Art, and Arts was good. It was good.
It was good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And
I
same
wasn't-
with Scarlett.
I was like, cool.
No, we don't like Scarlett, but hers was very like Art and Scarlett had very similar verses, but they were in line with the kind of thing that you expect
Yeah.
from this kind of challenge.
Her tagline, personality.
Woo!
That's it. Yeah.
It is clever. I like it's been repeated, but it is a good line.
It's a classic
It's good.
personality.
We can't hate on it.
Yeah. It's marketable.
Yeah.
Correct.
And yeah, so I think they both did. Like, to be fair, they're not that memorable there, but I have had a lot of
Oh.
this to drink.
Ours
so
was pretty. I literally cannot remember any single word that she said. I can't remember anything that anyone said.
but they were definitely better. They were. Oh, actually, the thing I remember from Arts was it seemed a bit off beat.
Beat? Yes.
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 That's the
absolutely.
only thing I remember.
And I don't know if that was like weird producing stuff or if that was like they struggled to get her take.
Yeah.
Because we never saw them recording their takes.
It seems kind of like a thing where all they had to do was just produce it better and just shift her up a little,
That's
a
it,
couple of
right?
keyframes.
It can't be that hard. We
Is
know
that too
nothing
technical
about like
for everyone?
music production, but
Just
it
shift it
can't
up a
be
couple of
that hard.
keyframes. That's video terms, but
Someone on TikTok is surely gonna like edit the fuck out of that and make
make it better.
and like that one episode that everything was out of sync.
Yeah.
Surely like
What's going on?
What's going on?
Production, you have a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
Production fucking got eliminated in the first episode.
They really did.
Production is the
They're on fucking thin ice.
yeah. I was gonna say production is the meatloaf of this season, but Meatloaf was not the queen that went home first in the first season.
Meatloaf, pork chop.
Same thing.
I thought you were making a Rocky Horror reference.
Oh no, no.
Like, oh, he came in real quick
Pork
and then
chop,
he died.
Meatloaf. Come on. Meatloaf would be the pork chop of Drag Race anyway. Let's face it. So it counts. So let's move on.
Moving on. Should we talk about?
Oh yeah. Well, if we're gonna talk about looks, then it's time for.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Who still hates that as much as I do?
No one hates it. It's great. What are you talking about? So let's their looks from the song as well as their runway. But
Yeah,
I guess
sweet.
maybe we'll just double nah. We'll see how we go.
All right.
Anyway, so we're going to start with their
Was it-
looks from the actual performance.
Yes.
Because there's looks there. We should
There's
talk
looks.
about them.
I think it's part of the whole performance.
Yeah. So up first is in line. Who the fuck is
Ketamine.
that? It's Ketamine.
Trixie Mattel.
It's Trixie Mattel. That's the biggest cheer we got this whole season.
Whoa.
So Trixie should just be in it.
Ketamine. I'm gonna say yeah, nah to this look because
Oh.
I know.
Wow.
I know that she probably brought this look to be. This was her performance for the finale.
Yes.
But I didn't like it, and I think
Okay.
it. And I know she's had a whole body transformation, and it's not her fault that she hasn't got everything tailored perfectly to where she is now.
It's not her fault she got skinny.
Skinny, hot girl summer, ooh, bless her heart, all right? But I just think I think she's still adapting to her new body, and that's
Right.
fair. That's completely valid.
That's fair.
But unfortunately, it didn't work in this place right here, right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to disagree with you and say a nah, yeah.
Ooh.
But it's controversial for
disagree?
me because I hate things that are like,
Fringy.
no, things that are just like skin tony vibes, which there's a lot of that going on. I didn't want
a
to say
nude look.
skin tone because
Like a
skin
nude
tone's the wrong word there. Is it? But nude.
Nude.
I hate nude looks because I'm always like, ugh, like what's going on there? It's just
Yeah.
gross. Like just wear a color.
Yeah.
So I can see where your
it's not
outfit
like,
starts and your body
yeah,
ends. You
if
know?
it's not sitting right, then it can be like your outfit's like sitting here, but like your
Yeah.
skin's supposed to be like
So
here.
usually I hate this stuff, but this I was like, actually, I'm not offended. I like it.
I am.
fringy.
So how dare you? I'm kidding.
I thought it was a winner's look, to be honest. In terms of the performance, like obviously not a winner's look in like
She's
the
a
final
winner.
runway.
She's
not
a winner,
not
babe.
like she's a Winnebago kind of vibe, but like she used to be a Winnebago. Now she's more like
Sean.
a mini.
She's a mini.
That's not a.
Skinny mini.
Is that fat phobia?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Anyway,
You can
it's
say
funny.
sorry.
So someone laugh. Oh wow. Shit.
You can say sorry.
I can say sorry, but I won't. So up next is Karen from Finance.
Yes, this is probably the worst thing to dance in.
Okay, yeah.
I just feel like you're covered in material.
I want to say.
Oh, I haven't actually said my thing.
Yeah, what? Say it.
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know.
What's it doing for you?
It's giving me a little bit more than ketamine, but it's giving
Oh.
me less in other factors. So I'm
come
like,
on, you got to choose. You got to choose.
nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, yeah, nah.
I'm saying yeah, no.
Nah, yeah, nah, nah, nah.
I like it. But
I
let's
hate
face
it.
it, we've given up on Karen. So
Well, look, at this point, she doesn't win. Spoiler alert.
wait, what? I haven't seen the end yet. What are you talking about? No, it's definitely a vibe, but I don't think it's the vibe for this song.
No.
Is my issue.
No, and you know what? He
It's
got
not
it right.
like if it was like an 80s like or a disco-y song.
This disco perfect.
Great. This like what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You mixed up your eras, babe. Like just do something hot and sexy.
That's
for
it.
this. I don't know.
And you know who did get
Yes.
the outfit right?
Who's
Simone.
Actually, yeah, I agree.
Nah, yeah, from me. Straight up from out of
Nah,
that.
yeah, nah, yep.
Yep. It was a bit
hot,
hard for me.
fun.
At the start, I was a bit like, I don't know what this is.
Yep.
It's hard for
The
my eyes.
wig though, the rainbow type situation.
Someone say Pride
going-
Month.
She
Pride
didn't know
Month.
when this was gonna air, babe.
Yeah, the
Pride Month. Oh god.
It's
no,
Pride
yeah, you're
Month.
right.
Woo!
It like it's very fun. It's got like a modern kind of edge to it.
You know
but, like
what?
some fun
Yeah.
like vintage kind of colors.
The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I love it. I want that zebra stripe bikini.
It's actually really good.
I
And
love it.
then Scarlett.
I thought it was gonna fall apart the whole time. I was like, girl, something's missing here. Material.
I actually think genuinely, like, not even in like a she's a black facing racist way, but like it's just like, it's a yeah nah for me actually.
I'm gonna say it did make me uncomfortable, but I think it's more like
it's too. I don't know.
It's too exactly what she wore last week to perform.
oh, it's too exactly what she
I
wore
hope
last week.
that's
It's from the
getting picked up on the
audience.
audio. I don't know.
Oh.
But, apparently, it's too much what she wore last week. So
If there was a poll, she should have been.
wait, who from Sydney?
From
If
Sydney.
you were from Sydney, Alan Jones just said.
What did he just say?
Keep going. Yes.
That Scarlett, what did you say? You said Scarlett wore the same thing from her last thing?
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
same thing.
She ripped it apart and just like put it
Yeah.
on again
And that's the thing. It wasn't.
with a different shoe.
It wasn't elevated. Is my thing.
I agree.
think.
It wasn't elevated. The wig let her down as well.
Yeah. Should we? Yeah, nah, yeah. There looks from.
I think so. While we're in the segment, we may as well complete our final nahs for the season.
All right. Well, if you're
3, 2,
asking
1.
for it,
Yeah, nah, oh, nah, yeah.
you're right. I'm over it.
It was so much fun. Never.
Never. Okay, so their final looks.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so Art Simone is first, and can I just say, so hard that I just dissolve into the earth.
Correct.
Ah.
Art Simone's was beautiful.
I'm sorry. If I had this when I was 12 years old, I would have happily
You would have been such a pretty
Just-
princess.
risen to the skies and just lived my life there. I don't know what that means, but I probably
That's-
would have.
Wow.
You know what? I was that girl. You know, here we go. So
Oh,
how there was a meme floating around for a while there where it was like, we all knew one girl that had this exact statue of a dolphin on like a fucking coral reef.
Fuck off.
I was that girl.
I was that girl.
Oh my god, no way!
I have a jewelry box that is covered
my
in like
girl.
it's like so I had the statue of the dolphin, but I also had like and I still have it somewhere. I don't know
Oh
where
my
it is.
God, stop.
I have this jewelry box that's like blue wood, blue
Yes.
glittery wood.
Yes.
Yes. Patrick's nodding, and the top lid is like this. What do you describe that material?
It's like, it's like iridescent.
Yeah, it's like this kind of glassy iridescent material on top, which is like
Ooh.
this almost like moving like
Very
dolphin
environmental.
artwork. Anyway,
Stop. I can't handle this.
look, honestly, I grew up with a purple scooter, loving the color purple, and had a dolphin jewelry box, and my parents were surprised when I came out.
No, they weren't.
You're right, they weren't. They were not.
But I can't believe we were both. That's messy of you.
Yeah, sorry.
I can't believe we were both dolphin girls.
We were both
Okay,
dolphin girls.
because I had.
That makes sense.
It does. I had like these massages. They were like two dolphins that like set together. They were also like back massages.
Fuck off.
Yes. I also had like I think I went to like Brisbane, one of the islands up there, and they had like these coral things with a dolphin like coming out of the coral, and I had one of those. I also had I had so many dolphin things. I lived in Wollongong at the time, and you also lived in Wollongong at a time as well.
And
I feel
Wollongong
like
is famous for dolphins.
for people loving dolphins.
And men. Well, yeah.
I just
You laugh, but There is a serious meth crisis. No, I don't actually know. There isn't. It's probably other drugs.
It's hidden by dolphins. It's all hidden in the dolphins.
It's actually the dolphins have the problem.
Oh my god, the dolphins are the dealers.
Okay. This is clearly got derailed.
The dolphins are the meth dealers.
So we're going to continue with some kind of focus, and we're going to talk about Cara for Finance's outfit. It was bad, so now we're going to talk about Kid and Mean's outfit.
No, I want to say my one point about Karen. I just said,
remember, this is the segment, so you have to say nah.
Yeah, it's a nah because she wore the same outfit from the last thing.
It's a nah for me because
it's a nah.
I don't know. It's what she always wears, but just with some glitter on it.
I can't believe this is her best drag.
No, it's...
Can I get a... That's not your best drag.
That's not your best drag.
Wow, we should always have them here.
I love this.
I think my issue is, I get that you have your character, but I think Karen's been stunted by the character the whole time.
Yeah.
And usually when someone has a character, so I can't think of an example, for example. Who is an example? There was someone, I cannot remember the queen's name. But she had the dots on her name was Dusty Ray Bottoms.
Yeah.
And she had the dots on her face. This is a very obscure reference because Dusty Ray Bottoms did not do that well. But, for example, someone like Dusty Ray Bottoms, right? Mm-hmm. She had this thing where she would do these dots on her face.
Yeah.
Episode 1, she gets called out being like, oh, so do you always do these dots on your face? And she was like, yeah, that's my thing. And then from then on was challenged to change herself, right? Every season there's a queen that has their thing.
Yes.
By episode 2 or 3, they are challenged to change themselves. At no point did they properly do that with Karen.
They never did.
At one point they went, oh, you could go more sexy. Then she did the thing last episode. That was like more sexy. But then even then I was just like...
It's still not sexy.
It wasn't... She never got challenged to go outside that. And I think if she got that chance to just be like, no, just dress in a better fucking way.
Yeah.
And let go of Karen.
Yeah.
She would have actually done better.
Anyway, agreed. We said we weren't going to talk about it, so let's move on.
Well, anyway, yep. So, Kid and Mean up next.
Woo! Kid and Mean. Can we get a Kid and Mean from the audience? I wonder who won. I'm so excited to see who won this season because I have no idea at this point. That's crazy.
No idea.
Sean, what was your opinion on the outfit?
I couldn't think about anything because all I saw was boobs. But
a lot of boobs.
To be fair,
those boobs these are the most realistic drag boobs I have ever seen. They are very
Weirdly though, I think it's nice. A nah. I'm sorry to be that controversial, but it just nothing excites me about it.
You know what? Okay, as much as this is a controversy, I can agree it somewhat.
Yes.
But she really brought the drama. And so for that, I'll say, she really brought that drama.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You can still say...
My opinion doesn't mean anything because she won this episode of Drag Race.
The wings, the drama.
Oh, sorry, the wings. Okay, for the wings, I'll give her a nah.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it too.
No.
She looks beautiful as well. And she's already wearing a crown.
Not for the wings. The wings, been done before. The bit that I liked was when RuPaul was like, oh, she's not going to make it through that. And then she was like, she brought the wings back in. So that is what she wins for. That's it. And then Scarlett, Envy, Adams, whatever. I don't know her name.
So sorry for Scarlett Envy. She must be like,
sorry for any other drag queen called Scarlett because there's a lot.
Because I'm pretty sure Scarlett Envy is in like All Star 6. Yeah. So like she's coming and being like,
what about
everyone hates Scarlett
Bobo from Canada's Drag Race?
True.
She's upset too.
She's always upset.
But you're not thinking about her
for different reasons.
Oh,
I don't know what they are, but I'm sure she'll tell us.
Scarlett Adams.
Racist.
All right, we don't want that kind of negativity from the audience, please.
Should we just turn the microphones and get what their opinion is? Go on.
She's talented, but she's a racist.
Well, I guess that sums up everything.
Nah, yeah, or yeah, nah.
Nah. Yeah, nah. What's the bad one? Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
I can't wait to hear...
end on the negative.
I can't wait to hear how this sounds.
Me too. It's a lot of like clanging as well.
It's a lot of just sound.
I would...
look, actually, genuinely in like a... It's just a... It's actually a nah anyway. Because my thing was, it was just pretty boring. Yeah,
it'd be like very similar to Karen as well.
It was
like, it's pretty, but you're like, this can't be your best drag.
Yeah. Okay, then we move on to...
Oh my God, we're moving on. I'm so excited.
Sorry, I'm moving on. They did their childhood photo moment.
Oh my God!
It was a gorgeous, but I have to start it with that Reese Nicholson tweeted, being like, he didn't know what to get RuPaul at the end of the season to like give her as a present, but like, thank you so much for like literally employing me.
Oh my God.
He gave her a photo of himself as a child in a frame.
Oh, stop.
And it was like signed or whatever. It was like, thank you, like, Reese.
I just thought that he was like, yep, here's my childhood photo.
Yeah, but I shit you not, he tweeted this and he has since replied to people being like, no, this actually happened. That's why it's so funny. He gave it to her and she like grabbed it and went and looked at it and then turned it to her and turned it to Reese and was like, what would you say to your childhood? Like, she did the whole bit.
No.
How good is that? Reese, what would you say to yourself?
And you know what? Reese...
10 years old.
Well, I don't know. Reese was, like, planning this in his head, being like, I'm going to do this thing. And if RuPaul doesn't do this to me, I'm going to be so annoyed.
So perfect. So perfect.
Oh, my God. Can we talk about Reese?
Yes. Let's talk about Reese.
In a general sense. Honorable mention to Reese. The best thing about the entire season has been Reese Nicholson.
Correct. Thank you, Nick.
He has been the perfect choice as a judge.
Yes.
For it was so perfect.
It was so perfect.
Yeah, it could have been.
Rue fucking loves you. Michelle loves you. You love Michelle's smelly
Everyone
balls.
loves you. Oh my
Everyone
God.
loves everything. You know?
He just really sat in there perfectly. And
no, he did.
Yeah, and like he judged really well. He judged pretty fairly, to be honest. And
I've seen comments from people being like he was the best judge because he would say things in a very not like likable but like very fair way.
Yes.
So like he's been the best judge on this season.
My only criticism
oh God, here we go.
is how much makeup he let makeup put on him in their last episode.
Yeah, but that's his vibe though. That's what he does.
But I love his little freckles and his like paleness.
I don't
and
think
they
he
really
does.
tried to
that's
like
his issue.
Put like all this contour in, but like also we're here tonight and we've done the most to ourselves.
And
so
I'm
if he wants to, that's fine.
Yeah. Look. I just wanted him to have the chance to have a production company that had more budget, so he could have more fabulous suits.
Oh, that's what he deserves. Justice for Reese Nicholson.
Yes.
There's a justice for a lot of people in this season, and also I just want the best for Reese Nicholson.
So the winner of Drag Race Down Under was Reese Nicholson.
It was Reese Nicholson.
But yeah, how cute were the childhood photos?
Oh my God.
Bless my heart.
Oh, okay. No, but like, I wish. Oh, you know what would have been so good if we planned this in advance. We would have had pictures of ourselves as children.
Oh, we should have. We could have brought them up. Oi, audience! There's a podcast happening in front of you. Let's listen.
Hi again. I've got.
What's this?
Yeah, he should have.
Klein Epstein and Parker.
Why was he not making
I know exactly.
They should have been making suits for Reese.
All I know is that Kinnamin's baby photo. I was like, babe, I know you're from New Zealand, but you definitely look like you helped Frodo get the ring to Mordor.
Oh, a little baby hobbit. He just like had like the vibe of just like I lived in like
also,
a like medieval town.
Typical that Scar's name is
Hobbiton,
Anthony. I've
like
never trusted
medieval
Anthony in my life. So.
Oh, Anthony, yeah.
Except for any Anthony I know who I've forgotten about who I like. I don't mean you.
Yeah. The ones that we like,
covering bases.
Don't mind. Also, a lot of talk about like not present fathers this season as well.
Yes.
In this episode.
So I did a lot of that.
Never related more to a drag queen.
I was like about to be like, are we bringing this up, Sean? Well, speaking of fathers, for me, as a person who doesn't have daddy issues, because we're pretty sure my dad is pretty much a gay man. Shall we give him a call?
Yes!
So, before we give him a call, we've just got to like update ourselves on what he said when we called him in episode 1.
Let's take us back to the past.
Let's take us back to our call in episode 1. We have a special guest on tonight, and it is my own father. Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
Show, Kevin.
We're very interested to hear what your thoughts are on Drag Race.
Rather intriguing. I could see it had most of the hallmarks of the reality TV dish.
Out of all the queens, who was your favourite of the episode?
I actually liked the winner the most, who was playing the sort of the office.
Oh yes, Karen from Finance.
Work.
Yep.
And I liked that because there was a consistency of the performance. She really played the character well.
Ooh. Well.
Well.
He was a gunner for Karen.
So he was a gunner for Karen. that was in the first episode, just to contextualize.
Yeah.
Because
we
clearly
were.
the
We were
first
all
episode was
there
a bit,
with him.
Yeah. So let's give him a little call now.
Here we go. Get Kevin on the phone. Kevin!
Oh, God.
Kevin,
you know what I'm going to do?
Kevin.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to FaceTime
Surprise
Mum.
call him.
I'm going to FaceTime Mum instead.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Because she's going to actually answer.
She's on the one. She's
and the
ready
thing is,
for
so
a call.
I called them earlier today, and Mum was like, I don't want to be on it. I'm like, no, babe. After a couple of wines tonight, you're going to want to be on it.
She's going to be annoyed if we don't get her on it.
Yeah, so I'm going to FaceTime.
That's like my mum. She's annoyed that we haven't gotten her on.
So
next season.
Next season. Okay, we're going to call.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's going to do the sound. That's good. That makes
It's
it
a whole
realistic.
experience.
And then we're going to do videos so we can at least see them.
Rosalind. I'm so excited.
What if they don't answer?
Rosalind.
We should have thought about this ahead of time. Oh, yeah, I told them. Obviously. Hello.
Hi.
We're doing video this time.
Oh, no.
Well, no, as in video, we can see
We can
video.
see you.
No one else
Oh,
can
right.
see you. You're fine. You're safe.
All right.
Anyway, say hello to the audience, Kevin.
All right.
We have a live audience this evening.
Oh, dear.
So we just updated everyone. In the first episode of this podcast, we made you watch Drag Race, which we're sorry for because that was a very abrasive episode. If everyone remembers, they had to do that born naked thing. Yeah. There was a lot of booby and vaginal weird things going on there. Yeah. So sorry about that. But you said at the time that your favorite was Karen from Finance.
Yes.
So she was the one who was very officey lady, very those kind of things. So she didn't win, sadly. She was in the final. That's all I wanted to know.
She was in top 4.
But do you remember Kid Amin? So she was a New Zealand queen.
Oh, yes. I know who you mean. Yeah.
She was very, very wild, very like whatever.
Yeah.
She won.
She won.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And to be fair, Karen from Finance sucked. I'm sorry, but she sucked.
She didn't live up to the expectations that we all thought she would have.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a one-trick wonder.
Maybe, yes. Oh, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
That was a strong reaction.
I love that.
Yeah, you're right because she was very like just had her one thing, and we think what held her back was she had that character.
Yeah.
So, but like she was she should at this point know how to use that character to do all of the challenges. But I think she got so stuck in her head with the character that she didn't know how to let go. You know. So we're sorry to tell you that she didn't win. But Kid Amin from New Zealand won.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Excellent. I'm glad she did.
And how are you going?
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Also,
I'm still recovering from my COVID shot. I got vaccination, but I'll be all right.
Was that? Did you get that yesterday or today?
Vaccination.
Yes, today.
So Dad got his first AstraZeneca shot yesterday.
Well done.
What was it bad? Was it bad?
I've just got mild symptoms. Bit of the shakes and the headache. That's it.
Well, watch out for the shakes because you're getting old, so it could be something else.
We want to promote.
He laughed. It's funny, yeah.
All right.
I don't know. That didn't go well. Sorry, you laughed. Where's Mother, by the way? I know.
Dad.
Yeah, I'm just being with you. Where's Mum?
You'll find her for you.
Yeah, go find Rosalind.
Rosalind.
Because we spoke earlier, and she was like, "I don't want."
She gave up. She's in the shower.
She knew you were calling.
You know what? She did this on purpose.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be on this.
She 100% did this. Well, I think you should just go into the show. No, I'm joking. Let's not.
That's fine.
We're not doing that.
Because we are on video chat, so I don't want to see that. But anyway. She definitely did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Sneaky lady.
Well, maybe she misunderstood you. She knew you might talk to me. But
No. I told her, and she was like, "I don't want to be on that." So this is definitely intentional. Clever woman. Anyway, I guess
she's getting pruny. Better get her out soon.
She's waiting for the call to end. It's like, oh my god,
one more shampoo, it's fine.
Also, have you thought about like you know how you did that band where you were in like the drag?
Yes.
Do you know the name? Have you thought about it? Do you remember the name of the band yet?
No, sorry. Too long ago.
You still need to
It's
find
way
pictures
before
for
you were
us.
born, Sean.
Well, I assumed, but actually, I would have been more excited if I was there.
Yeah.
And
You're
you're
like
like,
in the
yeah,
background of the photos.
I was
Like,
in the
I'm Goo
club.
Gaga. I love this band.
I will find you those photos. I know someone who's got them.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
find me the photos. We will
We
put
would
them
love
up.
to see them.
Okay, well, thank you for letting us call
Yes,
you. And
thank
tell
you.
Mum she's a sneaky little lady for having a shower
will.
right now.
Naughty rolls.
All right.
Honestly.
So cheeky.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Cam's gonna be super.
Oh, well, there we go. Well, he was, had some opinions to say about Karen. I mean, he liked Karen, and he just went against Karen. Anyway,
Yeah.
Karen, if you're watching, don't attack us. Attack my father. His Instagram is No, I'm just...
We didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything.
Kevin.
We've been nice the whole time. It was Kevin. He's one of
always
the
Kevin.
He's one of the toxic fans who watch this program.
He's been writing our scripts.
It's all him. I cannot believe genuinely. I had a conversation with Mum earlier. I was like, yes, we'll call about like this time. Like, so I just messaged before while we had the break. I was like, we'll call in the next 20 minutes. So where did she go? She went into the shower. She is fucking clever.
Wow.
She's literally just standing there being like,
Genuinely.
She's not even
That
in the
is so
shower. She's
funny.
like turned the shower on, standing at the door, like, okay, they're talking on the phone. Okay.
Like
yep,
we
no.
can all like assume this, right? I know this woman. She fucking did that, and you know what? I would do that too. So, like, makes
Here's
sense.
to Roslyn.
Here's to Roslyn.
Cheers.
Oh god. Anyway, that was funny. Where are we? We need to finish this. We're
What
going
else
over
happened
time.
on this episode? Well, maybe it was the 4 lip syncs and the crowning.
Well, firstly, they did their like talk. They did like little
the reasons
spiel
why.
about why they should be made the Queen of Australia. Whatever it is. I don't know.
Down
whatever it is.
under.
No, because the Queen of Australia is a Lizzie. We know that, so it's fine. So what did you think of their talks, their speeches?
So, I think 2 queens here
Yes.
had legitimate speeches.
Oh, which ones?
I'd say Art and I would say Ketamine.
Okay, so would you say you would like potentially give me a second.
He's doing something.
Would you potentially-
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm joking.
You really had to bring that back.
No.
You really had to bring that back for one last time, didn't
I'm sorry.
You couldn't let me rest in peace. You couldn't let me leave it.
Please don't Nara it. So wait, sorry, which screens again?
So, Art Simone and Ketamine.
I think you're right.
And so in my opinion, I was like, these are the top 2.
Yeah. And to be fair, if Art Simone had won, I would have still been a bit mad.
But I would have been like, I get it.
Yeah, but after this episode, I would have been like, sure,
I get
totally
it.
get it.
She's worked so hard. Her whole, like, both Kidda and Art had such, such quality screen time this episode.
Yeah.
And, like, very good stories. And, like, Art was talking about how much she's worked and how much she's constantly working and putting herself into other queens or the industry, blah, 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 to help her get up. Ketamine was like, she's proving herself, she's working very hard and she wants to do the most that she possibly can and to put forward what she could with the platform that she could receive.
And you're right. Like, they had the best. Like, Karen's was weird. I can't remember why I thought it was weird.
No, I remember you said, she was like, I think I'm the future of drag. And you were like, are you?
Yeah, no, because it was such a weird moment where she was like, I think I'm the future of drag, and they cut to all these shots of her, and I was like, babe, you've done nothing to elevate drag this season. That's what's so weird about it. Like, everyone's read you to be like, you've just done this 60s housewife vibe and not
Every single
grown.
time. Yeah.
And it's like so weird to be like, I'm the future. Like, you're not, babe. Like,
you're the same as you.
Scarlett is more the future of drag than you, and like, we don't want to talk about Scarlett.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to go down that route. No.
I also think it's brave of Scarlett to assume that she could be in the running.
Well, that's so interesting,
good on
right?
you, Scarlett.
That's what I was like, like coming into the finale. In my mind, Scarlett never had a chance.
Yeah.
Considering that, like, you never get the final result until the final edit. So, like, none of the queens know who's won until they've watched the finale.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I was like so curious as to know, like, if Scarlett in her brain was like, I don't have a chance.
Well, I think after the media response and all that, she would have been like, I don't have a chance.
I don't have a chance, right?
Because obviously she's like, maybe
there would be such an uproar if she won the crown.
Oh, fully.
Australia as a whole would be cancelled.
But maybe contextually in the season, she had that whole blackface like issue, and I had to bring it up. But then she just went, "Oh, actually, this will be fine. This will run by viewers fine." I don't think she should have ever assumed that, but maybe I don't know. Anyway, so then they lip synced all individually.
Yes.
To the song "Physical" by Olivia
Newton-John.
Good
We finally got
song.
an amazing. Like we've had. I feel like they sprinkled in the Australian songs.
Yeah,
throughout
they
the
did
lip-syncs.
pretty well.
And I think, you know what? They could have ended on Untouched, but I think this was a great one.
They already did Untouched, babe.
No, I know that. But you know what I mean? Like, they could have done Untouched for the final. And I feel like
they
as
did well
the younger
Olivia.
audience, we would have been like, fuck yes.
Yes.
This is the Australian national anthem.
In an iconic way to, I guess, RuPaul and older gays.
Yes.
Olivia is there. Livy.
Yeah, Physical.
We love Livy.
Classic.
Great. We love it.
Absolute classic.
Yeah.
Great.
I also have it on vinyl. We have the EP.
Oh my god, you do?
Yeah. It sounds terrible. It's a bad vinyl.
Would you no or not it?
I would still not yeah. We have on vinyl. We also have that. What's the other thing we have?
Do you have Jane Fonda?
Yeah, we had the Jane Fonda Exercise vinyl.
I love that.
I thought it was going to be more
Dua
exciting.
Lipa.
I thought it was going to be more exciting than it was, but it is literally just Jane Fonda taking you through exercises like that.
Why haven't we been invited up for a workout?
Everyone come round. We're going to put it on. And
oh my God.
To be fair, I don't know what her exercises are.
We played it. It's good. It's like
exercise.
Yeah, but I don't know what the exercise. She it's like there's a beat and she's just like and bounce, and step, and you're like I don't know what am I doing?
It's not that difficult.
Yeah, fair. Anyway. So we found out that the winner was Scarlet Adams. Sorry, I'm joking. It was kidding.
What dimension are you from?
A racist one.
Racism of the past.
So we found out it was ketamine.
How excited was everyone? I was so excited.
This is how excited we were. Here is the sound of our excitement. Oh my god! Who was that? Was that you? Holy shit.
You know what?
What was that? Kiora bitch?
You know what?
That was our reaction.
There are a few times in this season that is the closest I would feel to a straight man watching sport.
True.
Yeah. Honestly, notable mention to Scarlett being in the bottom.
Yes, when Scarlett was in the bottom that one time, I don't know how many of us actually stood up in that room and was like, yes!
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that. We were so aggressively masculine.
Yes.
I've never been that masculine
So
in my life, but
masked.
we were very happy.
And like, I feel like I feel like we're so passionate about this season.
Yes.
And then it was so disappointing in so many other ways that when like something that went right for us, we were like, this is my moment.
And that's the thing, like,
this is it.
at this point, I still have people who I wanted to be the winner more than this, etc. / Maxi Shield, like, please. But
Maxi Shield.
Maxi Shield, right?
I'm
But
crying
with
again.
what we ended up with, ketamine was actually the right choice, and I was so
agree.
elated it was her because I was so sure it was going to just be Art Simone or someone.
I feel like Art Simone
is
would have
fine.
been the commercial cop out.
Yes. And that's fine. We could have done that and I would have been like, fine.
Yeah,
but
I would have
it just
too.
would have been this moment where I go, it wasn't deserved in a way.
Because
isn't
I
to
always
say
think
Art
there's going to
Simone
be
isn't bad. It's just-
there's always going to be that prejudice. Like if when a queen goes home
Yeah.
and comes back, she shouldn't
Exactly.
win. Which like hard to look at Shangela because you're like, oh my god, but like you deserve. But like if you
Yeah.
come back in your own separate season, again,
It's like, it was so dodgy how it went, right? So like, by the way it went, like a lot of it was horrible, which isn't against the Queens. It was just the way production decided things were going to go.
Yeah.
By the end, it actually just ended in a really nice way and I was very happy.
yeah. So lovely. I think Kidda's storyline was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think she grew as a queen, and I think we
And
got to
now
a place.
she's the fucking first winner of
Of
RuPaul's
RuPaul's
Drag Race
Down Under.
Oh my god, that felt a little bit Eurovision. We're like, and now we're gonna get the votes from Europe.
My 8 points go to.
And our
Oh, beautiful.
Malta, interesting.
So,
That's my point. Where
oh
was
my god!
Jacinda?
Imagine Jacinta came out and like crowned her herself.
That's
Stop.
That's the only thing I would have
She
changed.
like they're in New Zealand. Why not?
Yeah, where the fuck were you, Jacinda?
She loves Drag Race. Where was Jacinta?
Well, anyway, I might request a cameo from Jacinta and we can get this ball rolling.
Yes. I'm there. I'll be on the Jacinta network.
Well, anyway, this is all from us this season. Thank you for joining us.
Quick question before we leave.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think there'll be a season 2?
Oh.
Of Down Under.
Of us? I think...
Do you think
they will. I think they will.
Do you reckon they will? Do you reckon they'll try and redeem themselves?
I think Stan will be brave enough to let them redeem themselves from the problems they had with the season. And I think season 2 will smash it better than this one did.
I hope.
And I think JoJo's a whole will return.
Michelle. I think.
Oh, you reckon no Rue and Michelle?
But definitely Reese.
But definitely Reese. I think Reese will run the whole thing.
I do agree. I think JoJo should come back.
I think JoJo will come back.
Should just come back. She should do Eureka. She should do a Eureka and just come back for the next episode. I know that she didn't break her leg, but like
she should have though.
She really needs to just come back. I don't think
honestly, it's advice for queens in the future. If you're about to get eliminated, just break your leg.
Break your leg and be
they'll have to eliminate you and then they'll have to bring you back. So
done.
Anyway, speaking of All Stars up next, Eureka's on that, so let's not watch it. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Anyone?
Is anyone else like tired?
We want All Stars Tuck Me Dead.
We want All Stars Tuck Me Dead. Okay, well.
All right. Well, you guys can host that one.
Yeah.
All right. Changing of the guard.
Okay, well,
changing of the guard.
Well, that is all from us for now.
Yeah, for now.
You may see us.
Us in the future. We don't know when or how or who
where.
Or where.
Maybe on the Tamisha Iman network. We don't know.
We don't know.
But for now,
thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. And I mean, we're going so over time, but people love it. We got viewers' feedback. Wait, what's happening? What are you saying? Say it again.
Go on. Track. Play the music.
We're not there yet, babe. We're doing the feedback.
We're doing our top comments of the season.
We got some top comments of the season, and they were. We realized today we got a comment on our the Apple podcast thing, a review from someone saying their name. I want to just call them Mac. They said, great podcast, 5 stars. 5 stars. Whether they are structured or a freewheeling party, episodes of this podcast are always entertaining. The best thing to come out of Canberra, ever.
Woo!
What the fuck?
Step forward. Announce yourself. Who were you?
But also, babe, etc.
Etc. maybe?
Came from Canberra?
She's from Canberra.
Like, are we?
She's probably better than us.
Are we better than? No, not gonna.
Our official merch will say this brand.
Better than etc. Let's no. So thank you to whoever that was, and then also we had a comment on our Instagram from I don't know what your name is. I'm sorry. Your username is Nakoma. Said it's never too late for eliminate queen to take the crown, but it's a leave. So we posted a thing being like who's gonna win, and we left Scarlett out for reasons
because most people were.
And then she said it's never too late for eliminate queen to win. So yes, but true. It's the leaving Scarlett out for me, and then cry emojis, and I'm like still a bit like, are you aligned with her or not? Or you laughing?
I feel like it was laughing.
I think it's a laughing.
You wouldn't comment.
Oh, it was like the intense tears, like very camp, like almost like having a Winnebago, like that
when like you're
camp,
like love laughing or cry laughing because you're having a fun time.
Yes, and then a shout out to
Chewy Pineapple on our YouTube. Holy shit! I know that we called you out. We didn't call you out, but we brought you up in one of our episodes. But you have been on it every single YouTube. Yes. I hope you know that we have been seeing those.
We appreciate you.
We may not have been liking as much because we're pretty fucking lazy.
We don't know how. We don't know how to do the things.
But like. You do your own thing. You have got so many opinions and such good content to say yourself. Like, bless you. True Pineapple. Yeah.
And shout out to Wilco because...
and Wilco, watch next episode. If you want Australian commentary, watch next episode.
And he likes all that stuff, and then I feel really bad because we're
No, I love Wilco. We love Wilco.
He's an actual radio person. And so we're pretending to be radio people. So, shout out to Wilco. I work in radio and pretend. All right, we're leaving because we have to leave.
Bye-bye. It's the end of the season.
Goodbye. Bye. Thank you for joining us. This has been Tuck Me Dead. We've been Tamisha Iman. Thank you for joining us. is a Gourmet Media podcast.